Welcome to another episode of Bringing Down the Grindhouse, a podcast where we discuss horror in media. I'm Mitch.
I'm Mur.
And I'm Jonathan.
And today we're doing a different episode, something a little bit different. We're going to be playing a session, a short one-shot session of Dungeons and Dragons
Very
tonight,
short.
using the 5th edition rule set for it. So before we get started, I'd like our two players here to introduce their characters.
My name is Akira Tanaka, and I am a fighter.
And my character's name is Draven Locke, and he is a drow rogue.
And I will be their dungeon master tonight, which means I'm God.
I get to play God for one night.
I get to play God and narrator and GM, DM, game master, dungeon master, whatever you'd like to call me.
Improv person.
Improv guy. Yeah, exactly. I did not prep everything I should have, but I've got enough.
I think you've been doing it long enough to be able to start.
It's like I've got like 10
story.
years under my belt.
Yeah, exactly.
Wing it.
Under my belt. Yeah. So let us begin.
Yeah. So where's the story start? How are we?
This story begins in the town of Gloomhaven, on the continent of Zynegar, on the planet of Abernath, and the town of Gloomhaven is constantly covered in like a shroud of fog all the time. It has overcast every single day. This is like Seattle.
So is this like
every
gothic?
day.
Like very
yes,
gothic?
very, very gothic.
Sleepy little area.
Very sleepy, a very small population.
Okay.
And our two characters, can you please repeat your name? We got Draven and
Akira.
So Draven and Akira have been propositioned and called upon by their informant, Braxton Kress. And he calls you to meet with him at the town hall, the main watchtower, which has like 4 gargoyles around the upper section and a single door at the foot of the tower leading into it. And he stands just outside of it doing his normal watch. And you approach him. What do you say?
Is this Braxton?
Yes, this is Braxton. Who else would I be?
I don't know. I just got a letter and it told me to come here.
Oh, yes, you're Akira, as I've heard about you. A fighter of strength of sorts.
A champion to some.
Champion to some. Ah, indeed. And who is this this shady fellow next to you?
I'm Draven. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Yes, I've heard that you get down into some sort of ill deeds and whatnot. Some sort of you're a bit of a rapscallion, I hear.
Nothing I can't wipe off my boots.
Interesting. Well, I have a bit of a situation going on. You see, the local scientist, Braston von Wunderhausen, has disappeared. He was doing some sort of work up in the local Greystone Manor, just 2 miles outside of town, and he's gone missing.
What's in it for us?
I have a bit of gold I can give you as a sum and maybe a seat on the town council if you complete this for me. You can decide the whereabouts and what happens to this city and all of those sort of things. However, I need you to investigate his house, figure out where he may have gone.
Well, if there's gold involved, I'm definitely interested.
I'll pass.
Are you serious? You're going to pass up an opportunity to become one of the town council of Gloomhaven?
That depends. Can I get some food?
Yes, of course. Town council eats free at most of the local taverns.
I'm in.
You plan on staying?
Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that you've accepted this mission from me. So, go find his house. It's just about a 20-minute trip throughout the town. A walk, a skip, a jump, whatever you'd like. Go there, find it, investigate it, find out where he's gone, track him down. Find this scientist.
Which direction? There's a lot of fog here.
Off to the east, through the fog. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Go that way. You'll see his house. It's got a big crooked steeple over the top, weird smoke coming out of it, tops of the green and oranges and strange colors. He's always up to some sort of madness, I'm sure.
Come along then, soldier. We've got some gold to make.
For now.
And titles. Don't forget the titles.
Oh, the best part.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I'm back to my watch now. And he continues to stand about looking ominously into the fog.
I'm guessing he only walked a few feet away.
Yeah, he just like steps back to the door again as he's supposed to.
All right, go now.
Look at
I
this
know.
guy. What kind of? Don't you want that shift?
Just sits on his ass all day. Anyway. So, you make your way east through the town, clearing through the fog. A couple of the townsfolk like pass by, staring at you sort of ominously. They raise eyebrows and keep their cloaks low over their heads, their hoods bowed down, sort of just passing on by, minding their own business. Their business is none of yours, and your business none of theirs.
I don't like these looks, but I say we keep going.
I say we stop, see what they're up to.
See, all right. So the local passerby tries to walk past you, and you take a look at him. You notice that he has strange, patchy attire, a gray hood over a green tunic, and then these old, patched pants that seem to be covered in mud and whatnot. His grizzled beard and elderly-looking eyes like look up at you in fear. He's never seen a drow like this before.
Old man.
Where? Yes. What can I do for you?
Why are your pants so filthy?
Oh, I've been working in the fields of the swamp. Don't you know?
No, tell me about it.
No, you don't know nothing about the swamp and the fields and the fields in the swamp.
What crop do you produce?
Oh, I'm more of a squash farmer. You ever had any squash?
I hate squash.
I do too, but it's a way to make a living.
Oh, no, it stinks. Put it away. We'll leave you be.
Oh, you wouldn't? All right. Have a good night there, Mr. Drow and Mr. Fighter Man. I see Akira, right? That's your name? You're a bit of a champion around these parts.
Don't forget it.
All right, so you continue on your way looking for Braston von Wunderhausen's house.
Okay.
It's a little redundant, wasn't it? Anyway, so you continue on your way. You find the house with the crooked steeple. Okay. Orange smoke billows out from what you assume to be its chimney. The door is closed and the lights out.
I thought
no one appears to be home. No, well, yeah.
We were told at least.
Well, I got an idea.
What?
Well, you should do your thingy where you go behind things and open them without anyone knowing.
Well, we don't know if it's locked yet.
It's a fucking dark house. It's gonna be locked.
Well, we should approach the door then.
All right, let's check it first.
All right, who checks the door?
I will.
Fantastic.
Just kicks it down.
So you check the door. It is locked.
I try to open it.
Right, Jimmy. So you jimmy the lock. It just stops. Clearly, it is locked.
Let me try.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So give me a. I think is that a thievery? A sleight of hand check, please. If you have sleight of hand. If not, just add your dexterity modifier to it, which will be the bonus next to dex. 17. So, Draven approaches the lock and waves Akira out of the way. Pulls out his thieves' tools and begins jimmying the lock. Click. The door unlocks for you.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you.
I had to let you try first, at least.
Yeah, I'm mostly, cutting shit and killing things.
Should have just broken it down.
Then we wouldn't get the jump on whoever's here.
Do you open the door, Draven?
Yes, I open the door.
It hits against the side wall of the house, and you enter. Inside, you find an amalgamation of different like baubles and tinctures and like beakers and just all of like a full-on chemistry set up in here. And just a strange something burning inside of what you assume to be his fireplace. So within the fireplace, he looks like, and it smells like the scent of cinnamon within, as if he's like burning some sort of strange wood.
Okay.
So the fireplace is the only thing lit.
Yep.
Okay.
As if he left it to keep his house warm, as if he'd be back.
Hold on. I got an idea. I'd like to detect trap, please.
You detect trap? Okay, go for it. Do a perception check for me.
17.
17? All right. You tell Draven to calm himself, and you look around for traps for him. You gaze around the room and see nothing of that sort of nothing dangerous to you exactly, except for this strange creature, or some sort of, it looks like a brain with 4 limbs attached to it, inside of this green fluid, held within this large glass vase, silently like floating. Do you investigate further?
Do you want to?
I'll go up and investigate.
Do you want to poke it?
Are you trying to open the jar?
Well, I mean, what's in the green goop? I want to know.
You know what? I'll let him do it.
As you approach the... all right, so Akira approaches the desk. Papers strewn all about it, along with a leather-bound book that's been closed and locked shut.
Ooh.
In this large vase, you gaze further, and this little... the creature sort of twitches as the closer you get to it, tinking against the glass. It looks like a large human brain. At least probably about the creature itself looks about the size of a cat, with these strange like cat-like paws coming out of the bottom section of the brain.
This is some fucked up shit.
I'm more interested in the book.
Yeah. You see if you could open
There's
it.
a locked book, so I'd really like to try to open it.
All right, give me another sleight of hand check as you use your thieves' tools on the book.
11.
11? Luckily, Braston did not do a very good job of getting a very nice lock on this. So you actually open it after a few minutes of difficulty. You end up opening it anyway.
See, easy enough.
The book opens, and you begin reading through what looks like his journal.
Ooh, see if there's any nudies.
As you read through, you figure that going back to the last sections of his journal would be the most prominent.
So the latest things he's written?
The latest things he's written, yes.
Okay.
The most recent entries. So over the last few days and weeks, it seems that he's been talking to a group of lichens that live within Grey Stone Manor, which was an abandoned house just 2 miles outside of town on a grassy hill. Apparently he's been conducting with them, and the last entry says that something is wrong with them, and he must go investigate further to find out what's wrong.
I think we know where he's
What's
at.
the date on that? Like today?
Like a couple days ago. 2 days
A
ago.
couple days ago.
2 days ago exactly.
2 days ago, but there's a fire still lit?
Them scientists and their crazy well-lit logs.
What do you think about this creature and the green shit, though?
I think we should leave it alone.
Dude, I want to touch it.
You should open it then.
I go up to the vial.
Yep.
And I tap the glass.
The creature responds, twirling around inside of it, twitching back and forth.
Can I try to open the glass?
As you do so, you go to the top to unscrew the top of this. I would say this jar.
Yeah.
Essentially, and you notice a note written on it that says, "Warning: do not open. Bad, bad, bad."
We should check the journal and see if he's written anything about it.
Next to it, like as you look at that, you back off a little bit.
Hey, it says that I shouldn't open this. What do you think?
I think you should leave it alone.
Yeah,
So you
but-
one moment.
But
So,
before we do, I'm gonna check the journal for something about the thing in the jar.
gaze around the book a while longer, looking for some sort of mention of this strange brain creature that you've encountered, and you find just one thing. He says, "This is a new species I've encountered. I'll surely be the head of the scientific community after I've brought this to them in no time. This creature seems to feed on the brain essence of those around it, if it feels so often. And then I tested it on a local sheep. Crazed local sheep, of course. But after killing the sheep, it jumped out of the body again, and I was able to capture it quickly before it fell upon me."
Hey, Drow, what does it say? Does it say anything good? Anything bad? Will it give me powers if I eat it?
I think we should take it and keep it in the jar.
Oh.
It says, he also says that I've developed a potion to help restore intellect to those that could be afflicted by it after studying the creature for just a few more days. Yeah.
Where's the potion?
There are a bunch of vials.
You look around, you notice that he describes it as like this light blue glowing tincture that he's made, or this light blue glowing fluid that he's concocted
Okay.
from various swamp materials.
Can I scan the walls for what he's described?
Make an investigate check for me if you have investigate. If not, it's an intelligence-based roll. So just roll that die and then add your intelligence modifier to it.
I got 12.
You got 12? 12 is good enough. 12 is good enough. You look around and you find 2 potions that match this description.
But we're not 100% sure.
You believe that they match the description.
All right. Can I grab those?
Looks pretty good to me.
You may absolutely grab them. They're just on a shelf just above the fireplace.
All right. I'm going to grab those and put them in my bag.
Fantastic.
Also,
You make note of this, Akira, I'm sure.
I'm also taking the jar.
You take the jar of the strange creature,
Yes.
leaving it in the jar, I assume.
Yes, I'm leaving it
Excellent.
in the jar.
You put
so
it
I
into
got the
your
jar and the 2 potion thingies. I'll try to be careful.
Excellent.
We might need to use them later.
Should we put the fire out?
No.
That's all right.
Wait, do we have anything to light the way outside?
All of your adventurer kits will contain a few torches.
I'm really interested as to why the wood smelled a certain way. Wait, is there any sort of silver in the house? Can I investigate the table or anything on the wall?
You investigate around the house and find no amount of silver within the house at all.
Then I think we've gotten everything we need from the house.
Yeah.
I think we should head towards the manor then.
Greystone Manor, you say?
Yes.
It's about 2 miles out from what the book said, correct?
2 miles?
Yeah.
Well, how late is it?
How
late in the night is it?
Oh, it is about maybe 7 p.m., 8 p.m.
You're not saying that we should spend the night here, are you?
No, we should head out.
Yeah.
You're going to head to the house now?
We've been called upon.
We're going to head to the house now.
All right. You leave town, just out the back gates of the town, southwards, up a small hill. For about 2 miles you walk under low-hanging mangrove trees. And farther you go, you find willows that seem to bend like weeping maidens beneath a foggy, overcast sky.
Nice.
This cool mist hits your face, and you can hear the sound of a bird cawing in the distance. You plod through mud and water and patches of grass and other vegetation. And finally you come to a grassy hill with the old gray mansion sitting atop it. This is the Greystone Manor, abandoned for at least 10 years.
It's not really a...
The people of
Great
the
house.
town of Gloomhaven say that it is haunted, and they dare not approach it. But today you will approach this house, looking for Braston von Wunderhausen.
Is it a moonlit night?
You gaze to the sky, curious as to what the moon may hold for you, and you see a partial crescent. But it does cast quite a glow through the overcast of this house, as if the house itself stands singular, a special, noteworthy place among the fog.
It's kind of sketch.
Let's locate the front door.
All right. You want to take this one since you could open any fucking door?
No, I think you should go first.
All right.
You are the muscle.
You know what? Let's do what you said last time. I'm gonna just barge the door open.
You're gonna run
You
and kick
approach
it.
the front door of the manor,
Yes.
and you see a door before you, and you run up to it, and I need you to make a strength check or athletics check for me.
7.
You walk up to this old door, and you attempt to kick it in with your foot, and you just feel like the tendons in your bone in your legs snap back in pain as you fail to kick the door in.
Oh fuck.
Oh, move. Let me do it.
Give me
I
you
told
want
you to do
to
it
you want to
first.
kick it down?
I will try to pick the lock. I got a 7.
Wait. That's a 1.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Yeah, that's like a natural one.
So
We're doing great. We're doing great.
as you pick the lock,
Just
you
snap
hear a
my
noise.
tools.
You hear a noise in the background.
Oh. Which way did it come from?
I like to make a perception check.
Go for it.
10.
You listen and listen. You hear the faint call of a wolf,
That
So-
sounds
or
like a-
some sort of dog.
It sounds like a dog or some sort.
I'm gonna say it's a wolf or a dog because it's not a full moon.
Werewolf. Wait, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Well, it depends on what kinds they are.
Yeah.
As you sit there in front of this locked and
Thinking about
closed door, thinking about what you should possibly do, you hear a rustling in the bushes behind you.
You should go check it out.
I should go check it out. What? We're in this together, man.
You got more strength.
All right, I pull out my sword.
And you go and approach the bushes.
Yes. I am Akira Tanaka. Who stands before me?
I'll pull out my hand crossbow.
Dude, you have one of those? That's sick.
Yeah.
What are your guys' passive perceptions? If you don't have them written on there, please add your wisdom plus 10.
12.
15
You
and
approach.
12 for the
You approach.
passive.
State your presence. Out from the bushes leaps a brain creature with 4 paws, similar to the one in the casing that you have. It leaps at you, surprising you, throwing you off your guard, and it blasts you with a small beam from the frontal lobe of its head. I need you to make an intelligence save for me.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. What the fuck just jumped out?
Holy crap. Intelligence save?
Yep.
Nat 20.
Damn. The beam hits you full in the face. However, the like
Nothing happens.
basically your mind is just so simple that you cannot comprehend what it tries to do to your brain, and you resist its urges. And the creature stands there, raising its brainy lobedness at you. How do you react?
I'm gonna pull the brain thingy that I have in the jar out and present it.
Okay, that's your action. So you sit out and present it. The creature does not seem to respond to that creature. What do you do, Akira?
Do you still have that? Do you have an empty jar by chance?
No.
You do not.
Do I have an empty jar by
You
chance?
do not.
You can always open the jar.
So what would you like to do for your turn before I go back to its turn?
I'd like to take out a javelin,
Okay.
and then I'd like to turn it to the soft side of the javelin.
Mm-hmm.
Just give it a simple poke.
You're going to poke the creature?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a poke.
That's hilarious. All right. So anyway, so you attempt to poke the creature. The creature responds to getting poked and rears its lobe back and fires another beam at you.
Oh my
Please
God.
make another intelligence saving throw for me.
7.
7. Dig it. All right. So the creature fires at your brain. You cannot resist it this time. And you drop, your intelligence drops to 0, and you fall on the ground stunned, comatose.
Okay, that worked. That worked. I don't know how, but it worked.
Oh God.
You cannot speak. Yeah. You just go limp. Kira goes limp on the ground before
All right,
you.
time to fucking shoot it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot it with the crossbow.
Absolutely. Make an attack roll, please. You can look at the crossbow and add there's a bonus to it. You whip out your crossbow and let loose a bolt. What's the total?
That's a 10.
It just barely passes through the central lobe of this horrible creature.
What's next?
On its turn, it crawls over to Akira's lifeless body
Oh God.
and sits upon his head, sort of kneading it like a cat does. And then you watch as the brain phases into his skull.
Ah!
Akira's eyes snap open, a lifeless purple. And he stares at you. The voices in Akira's head tell him, "Take that one to the basement."
Oh my God.
You must come with me.
Wait. Can I try to give him one of those potions?
You can try, if he'll let you.
Yeah. Let me try to grab him and put that shit in his mouth.
All right. Give me a grapple check first, which will be a athletics versus his athletics.
Oh God. wait.
So also roll a strength, because if you roll way lower than him,
Doubt.
Yep.
16.
So he attempts to wrap his arms around the back of your neck, and you easily throw him off.
Damn.
What do you do, Akira? The voice of this creature echoes within. Knock him out. Take him to the basement.
I look into his eyes.
Oh God.
He just sees straight fire. You come to the basement, please. And I attempt to grab him.
All right, an opposing grapple check. So it'll be strength. You can also, I believe, you can also use acrobatics for this one as well, or dexterity to oppose it. Yep. So basically, whoever rolls higher.
What am I checking?
Either athletics, or you can do dex if you'd like to. But
I got 11.
Athletics is
strength based.
19.
Ooh, I got 11.
His mailed gauntlet wraps around your neck as he grapples you and attempts to bring you into the house. However, the door's locked.
Open.
Can I try to break free from his grip?
On your turn, absolutely. At this point, so you grapple him, you try to get through the door. You cannot get through the door because you have no reactions for this turn. So back to Draven's turn. Draven, you may do an acrobatics check to attempt to break out of his grapple, and then you can attempt a strength to continue it. Or dex. It's dex or... Ooh.
18.
Are you going to keep hold of him?
Yes.
All right.
Damn.
17.
He maintains hold as you just struggle against this giant, like this really well-muscled arm wrapping around your neck.
Wait, I got 18.
Oh, you got an 18 total? Versus your what?
What do I could add strength or dex?
Strength or dex for this one. I'm fine with either.
18.
JK.
18. Weird. If it meets or beats it, and you're the one doing the action, right, Draven?
Yeah.
Okay, so Draven breaks out. He managed to slip free of your palm and like gets back, watching his would-be companion.
Am I just like taken over by this creature?
Yes,
basically.
Absolutely.
Does the creature have like evil thoughts?
Oh yeah, it's letting you know what to do. It's telling you what to do, and these are your objectives now.
The brain wants you in the basement. I could give you to the basement. I need you so I could take you to the basement so I could make the brain happy.
Sorry, I have to sneeze.
Ew. You sneezed on me. Time to go to the basement.
Can I... How far away is he from me?
He is about 5 feet away from you because you just broke out of his grapple.
Can I move further away from him?
Absolutely.
What's like the max?
Your movement is what, 30 feet, I think? You can, you took an action to break free of it, so you can do your normal movement, which I think is 30 feet, I think. Speed is going to be right up at the very top near your armor class, right above your stats and stuff.
Yep. Yes, 30 feet.
Okay, so yeah, so you want to back off 30 feet from him?
Yes.
All right, you back off 30 feet from Akira. He stares at you with lifeless eyes. His objective's still clear.
I would like to go 30 feet toward...
What is this, man?
30 feet towards him? All right, what do you do?
The brain needs to be happy. I need to take him to the basement. I'd like to grab him and attempt to go around the house.
Okay. All right, so make a grapple attempt again. Sorry, we're going to be doing this a lot. 16. He attempts to grab you with that same strong arm, and you duck underneath it deftly. What else do you do?
I think I'm going to try to give him the potion again.
Okay. You can do a dex for this one. I should allow you to do either or.
13.
13? 14, 13?
Yes.
All right. You pull the potion out as you run up to him.
Yes.
You undo the cork with your teeth, and you jam it into Akira's mouth. He guzzles the entire blue liquid down, and as you do so, you notice the life return to his eyes, and then the creature just sort of rises out of the side of his head and then flops on the ground and rolls over.
What happened?
Smash it. We got to kill it before it takes over.
Holy shit, kill that thing.
Yeah, that thing. All right, so you guys can both make attacks on it right now since it seems to be stunned at the moment.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna shoot it point blank with that crossbow.
All right, go for it. Go for it. Shoot it.
16.
All right. You both, as soon as it hits the ground, you both jump on it, firing your crossbow into the side of the brain. You bring down your
longsword.
longsword onto the brainy creature, smashing it to bits, destroying it.
Yes.
Thank God. Oh, that thing was inside me.
Suddenly, you hear louder rustling from the bushes.
Oh, God.
Something approaches, maybe about 100 feet away. Your drow ears tell you, Draven. It's approaching. What do you do?
Yo, let's get inside the house.
Let's move towards the house.
Okay. You move towards the door again that is still closed.
We should go around, see if there's a back door.
Let's go around the back and see.
As you walk around, you notice multiple windows on this one-story house.
Fuck it, let's break a window.
All right. So you easily just force your fist through the window. I won't make a roll for that.
Yeah.
Force your fist through a window, smashing it, causing a lot of noise. As you do so, you hear a noise in the distance.
Oh, God.
That doesn't sound good. Let's get inside this house.
Let's get inside.
You guys climb through the window, taking care not to get cut on the shards on the outside.
Hey, there's glass here, just so you know.
You drop into the webby, dust-covered interior. Old couches and old portraits of the previous Greystone owners around. You see Mattias Greystone in all of his elder glory, and then his son, Lectivius Greystone, in all of his glory, and then his son, Morbius Greystone, in all of his glory. And next to that, you see their daughter, Levitica Greystone, in all of her glory. And so on and so on and so on, with more gothic names
long
approaching.
hallway.
Look.
Yes.
Look, there's a picture of a dog, though. See, they have all these crazy names, and there's a dog.
Yes, and then you also see Fluffy Greystone, pet, who seems to have outlasted all of them.
What? Is he just in every photo?
Yeah. Every
just sitting
photo
in the
has
corner.
this dog,
Yeah.
yes.
I love that.
That's
Oh, man.
It's kind of
Wait, how big is this dog?
Like, oh, he looks to be about a English bulldog in size.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Shit.
what a cutie.
Gray fur and a white face.
Well, I'd hope so. It's the Greystone Manor.
So you enter in,
But
and you can hear the howling coming from outside still. What do you do inside the house? Here.
What exactly is this room?
It's one with all the pictures in it.
It's just
And
a
then there's a door.
portrait gallery.
Yep.
I got an idea.
What's up?
Usually in these like really fancy houses, they like to put vaults or some sort of stuff behind pictures. You want to start knocking down pictures, see if we can find some extra gold? Or maybe a lever? Ooh.
Yeah, sure. Let's start knocking down paintings. What do we need to do to be able to just start knocking shit off the walls?
Investigate check for me, please. To search for levers in the room. You guys can both do it.
Nat 1.
Nice.
13.
You find nothing, Akira.
13.
You knock over the portrait of Levitica Greystone in all of her gray-haired and freckled glory. You knock it down and you find a single lever with a wonderful little skull pommel on the end of it.
I'll reach out and pull that lever.
Oh,
You hear the sound of gears grinding.
you did something.
Yep. Is it visible? Can I see what's open?
You do not see what opens, but you hear the noise from probably around this general section of the house.
Got it.
Through the wall to your east. West.
We should go check that out.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll move into the next room then.
All right. Move into the next room. So please move your miniatures over there for me. You walk through the house. This section. On the floor, you see a single trapdoor with 3 lights on top of it. One is glowing green, the other two glowing red.
There's more than one lever.
I think you're right.
inside of your voice, inside your heads, excuse me. Inside of your heads as you stand here, you hear a voice echo within. Excuse me? I would like some help, please.
Where is it coming from?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Help
Wait.
me. I'm under the floor. You'll just need to find the levers, and then you can let me out of the floor.
Wait, why are you in the floor?
Don't ask questions.
But who are you?
Help me.
What?
My name is Braston von Wunderhausen. Don't you know? The famous
Oh.
scientist. I've been locked in here against my will. I'll explain everything once you open the door.
That's the guy we need.
All right, we got it. We'll figure out
do you
a
know
way
where
to get you out.
the levers are?
No.
Oh.
I was thrown in here against my will. You think my captors would tell me anything?
Relax,
Stupid
old man.
adventurers. Curse you. Did you happen to find my potions by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to
Only
use
one.
Drat. That's great. I'm glad that you found them. They're very useful.
I hope so. Hey, do you know what these like brain things are?
Nope.
At all?
Not at all.
We went to your house and we found one.
That's very nice. I wish that you would leave it there. It'll get me into the scientific community.
Let's go to the other room.
Can I pound on the floor a little, drop some dust on him?
You pound upon the floor. This is like as you pound on the trap door. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. You pound on the trap door. You hear like this metal echoing, like it's very hard and like solid steel. You'll have to find these. Suddenly, you hear windows breaking.
Fuck.
And then a second window.
I'd like to take out a torch.
And then you like.
I'd like to take out a torch.
Yeah,
and
you
light
bust out a torch and you light it.
Yeah.
You light it. You hear growling coming from two of the rooms opposite you.
I'm gonna take out my hand crossbow and my dagger.
Oh,
Oh shit. Oh my god.
oh shit.
Padded feet walk across the wood floors. And behind you see mangy, gray-haired creatures coming out at you. Long, clawed hands. They wear these strange brass bracelets. They look at you as if they're like, dirty and angry in their eyes.
Lycans!
Should not have come here. Get out.
At least
Get
they speak common.
out. And the creatures attack you.
Oh shit.
The first one rushes at Draven.
Ah!
You dodge the first swipe from his like horrid looking like clawed paw, but the second one scrapes across your chest.
Oh fuck.
Pay attention to that HP. So you take damage? So you take 8 points of damage from this horrible claw
Jeez.
as you attempt to block it, but he gets through your guard and just scrapes across, leaving little etches. Little scrapes.
Can I write on this?
Oh, okay. Yep. So 8 of that is gone.
Oh.
The second comes right past Draven, aiming for Akira. You should not have come here. And swipes at you. He breaks through your guard horribly. As you dodge the first palm, he catches you right in the face with the second one, scraping across your eyelids, cutting into your nose, leaving a streak of blood down the side of your head. 11 points of damage to you. As you rear back from him, bearing your longsword, attempting to block off the next flurry of blows he's doubtless to lay upon you.
I'd like to take out a javelin.
All right. Akira takes out a javelin. What do you do?
I aim it straight for the head.
Okay. I'm going to up his AC, but this could potentially cause some issues with him if you smack him right in the face with it.
8.
8? You pull out your javelin expertly and attempt to thrust it into the creature's face. And he dodges just out of the way of it. Moves to the side. You should not have come here. He drools at the sight of you. And now I will rip out your throat.
Oh.
What else? What would you like to do, Draven?
How close is this thing to me?
It's right next to you. all up in your grill.
I'm gonna try to shoot it right in the face with that crossbow.
Okay.
17.
You raise up your crossbow in just a Hail Mary of sorts, letting loose one bolt at the creature, and you hit him. He sinks into his hide, and he howls.
Oh.
I need you to roll damage for it, please. Ooh. That's really good. 9 damage.
I got 9.
Did you add your modifier, the other modifier to it, your dex mod?
Oh,
I think you already did if you have that +5. So it becomes, if you already did the plus, you're fine then. So 9 is good. That's good.
Yes.
So you deal 9 points of damage. It sinks into his hide, spraying his blood everywhere. Oddly enough, your understanding of these are not normal werewolves. Interesting. As he rears back, he just says, "The scientist is ours.
Oh.
Ours. You will not take him." And he gets ready to attack you again.
Uh-oh.
He attempts to sink 2 more claws into you.
Can I try to dodge?
No. You are trying to already. He misses with the first one, but gets scrapes you across the arm as you try to block the second attack.
Got it.
For a measly 3 points of damage you take from this attack. The second werewolf attempts to leap upon you with his horrible claws again, swiping in a terrible, terrible fury. However, your time in the fighting pits keeps you alive. You fend off both of his strikes, taking nothing.
Do I have an action now?
Yes, your action now.
I'd like to attempt to cut off his hand.
Okay. Make an attack roll,
with
please.
my long sword.
Go for it.
7. God.
Today is not your day, champion
you got
of the
what
fighting
now?
pits.
How much?
7.
Rolled a 7.
Say it in my...
7.
So you attempt to cut off his arm. He pulls it out of the way. You cannot take the scientist from us.
Can we borrow him?
No. And he attacks you. I'm going to go back the other way. He's going to swing at you twice. Kira, the powerful. And he is going to miss a second 2 times as you block both of his strikes once again.
Aha.
Wait.
And it's your turn.
Can I
You can do things, yes.
Can I take out that brain thingy and throw it at him?
The brain thingy and throw it at him?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that out and throw it at the one that's close to me.
Wait, don't.
You open up the canister, dumping the brain creature out in front of you and kicking it towards the werewolf in front of you. The brain creature rolls around on the ground, seeming sort of like it's disoriented, and it looks up at him, and it starts to get sort of excited, and then unleashes a beam at the poor werewolf. And the werewolf fails his save and drops to the ground. He's just... and he falls over, foaming at the mouth, drooling all over himself, and the brain creature approaches the body. The second werewolf that's next to you looks at you. What have you done? What have you done?
What? You just blame me.
Dude, you opened the canister. I'm getting my shit rocked, all right?
So, the creature, he decides to leap upon you.
Oh, God.
Yes. I'm safe, okay? This is what matters.
Okay, so he's going to crit on you.
I'm so sorry.
His mouth and claws go for your throat, scraping at it in a horrible way. Eek. That's going to be 14 points of damage to you.
I'm dead.
Is it what? 14 plus 8 is 22. How much life do you have?
I have 12 HP.
Oh, shit. There you go. Cool. So you drop to 0 and fall upon the ground. However, this is not the death of heroes in this way. Not the death of heroes, exactly. You have to make death saving throws every turn.
Ah, gotcha.
He rips at your throat, though, and you fall unconscious. With scrapes and bite marks and scratches upon the ground.
Raven, no.
The other werewolf sees the other werewolf and just goes like, "All hail Quigglemoth!" and charges the other werewolf, dragging him through the room out of a window.
I like to take out my healing potion.
Yeah, of course you have one of those.
I like to give it to him.
All right. You jam a healing potion into his throat. How many is it? Was it like a lesser? I'll roll the heal for you. You jam
Potion of healing.
Potion of healing? Okay. All right. You heal him for 7 hit points, and the whole potion is used. So you go up 7, John, and you're up.
Cool.
You can hear the werewolf scratching and fighting outside. For Quigglemoth! No! Quigglemoth!
There is something that we are like not aware of here. What the fuck is Quigglemoth?
From inside the basement, you hear, all right, I'm pretty sure that the beasts are gone. Please get me out of here.
We need to find the levers first. Like,
I don't know where they are.
I know, because you're a captive. Let us find them. Here, how about this? You stay there. You know, you get tortured. We'll
Move
go
the werewolves out of there.
in a separate room. We'll try to find the lever. Okay. We'll be back.
All right.
Fucking guy, dude.
So
Can I use my potion of healing on myself?
Mm-hmm.
What do I do for that?
I'll roll it for you. You get a total of 9 8 points back.
9?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just 2 more than the last one because of that's how the dice rolled. So, which of those rooms do you guys go into looking for these last 2 levers?
What is this right here?
Those are collapsed stairs.
Okay.
You look at them. They do not look safe to walk on. They don't even look passable at the moment.
Should we go to the left side of the manor and check the other one adjacent to the portrait room?
Oh, yeah. The werewolves went like into this room and out the window.
Yeah. Let's check out the room adjacent to the portrait room we came into.
Excellent. You head back into the portrait room. And what you find is a nice study. Upon it, a bust of Leviticus Greystone.
I tip it over and break it.
You tip it over and break it, and it just goes, "Ow!
Wait, what?
What are you doing?
Did that bust just talk?
Wait, what?
You're looking for the levers, aren't you? Get me off this floor.
What the?
Here.
Get me off this floor
I'd like
right
to-
now, you
I'll pick it
stupid
up.
drow.
I pick it up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm a very busy boss, don't you know?
How are you talking
One of the
to me right
archivists here.
now? Wait,
Here.
what?
I'm one of the archivists here.
One
Or
of?
at least the only one, rather,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
The other ones have all been broken.
Wait.
Broken by stupid plunderers and rapscallions and ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah. But those adventure guys are cool, right? Adventurers?
I don't know. Are you one of them? Are you one of those sorts?
If we put you back, will we be okay?
Maybe we can talk.
We
Pick
can
me up
talk.
off the floor.
Okay.
Well, I'm holding it right now.
Here, put him
All
back
right.
on
Oh,
the
thank you.
bus.
Put me back on my bike. I'm
All right,
required
all
to be on my desk.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you very much.
I'll put him on the desk.
My goodness. Now, what are you doing in my house?
You're Leviticus, correct?
Yes, that's what they called me, at least, at one point. I'm now just a bust of Leviticus, not the Leviticus.
Do you have
Leviticus.
memories of Leviticus?
No.
Can you tell me about the house?
Yes, but only if you answer some questions, mine.
Sure.
Let's go with it.
Silly little riddle games I like to play with people.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead.
Well,
Pulled out the brain thing earlier.
I happen to like words sometimes.
Okay.
You don't know what I mean.
All right.
So here's the deal. Answer me this riddle, my friends. And maybe I'll tell you exactly where this lever is in my study.
Oh, so it is in here.
What is in front of a woman and at the end of a cow?
Give me a moment.
You hear the gnashing and the bashing.
A baby.
Ha! I wish that were correct, but that's not correct.
Wait,
Ha!
can I hear the riddle again?
Yes, your friend can't answer this one, but you can try again, and then I'll figure out another riddle. And then hopefully those, mangy mutts don't come and rip you apart shortly afterwards.
The only reason I said that is because, cows like pretty much crap out their babies.
So what is in front of a woman and at the end of a cow?
Messed up
What's
already,
in
buddy.
front of a woman but at the end of a cow?
I like word games, don't you?
A cow's hide.
I suppose that is something that's at the end of a
like
woman.
a leather apron.
I like word games, don't you? Something interesting about words and how they relate to each other is something that I've pondered on for many years, and it's probably why my whole family fell into, well, what we fell into, rather, the well outside.
Oh, what?
Which has something interestingly in common with these other two words, I bet. If you were to think about it, I mean. You dolt! It's the letter W. At the beginning of woman, at the end of cow.
Ah, dang it.
You hear a horrible yelp coming from down the hallway. Well, you want to try one more?
Dude, let's do it again.
All right,
Let's go
let's
one
try
more
it
one
again.
more
time.
riddle.
Let's try it again.
However, you might have to fight the beasts.
Please hurry. Do you think the scientists how to do these stupid riddles?
Probably.
Shh, I don't want him to hear that.
Do you guys like, I'm sure you like this. You look like adventuring folk. I'm sure you'll figure this one out no problem. It has a golden head. It has a golden tail. It has no body.
A pocket watch.
Well, I would have a face, my friend. However, what do you think? I'm sure you're doing this whole quest for some sort of currency, right? They're paying you for this, right?
With coin.
Did you say a gold coin?
Yes, gold coin, sir.
That is actually the answer to my riddle. Amazing! How did you ever figure that out? Amazing! Oh my goodness! If you need to know, it's directly under the desk.
Oh, god damn it. It's right in front of us.
Yeah, just look under the desk and you can find it. If
I'm
you
going
need
to
to get your
toss this
friend
thing
out.
to the side and open the lever.
Ah! He clamps against the thing, and I'm just going to shut up now if you're going to be so rude. So you go under the desk and you find another leather with a skull pommel on it.
All right, we pull that lever.
Pull it.
You want to mess with this
Chung,
guy
chung, chung, chung,
a
chung,
little
chung, chung,
bit?
chung, chung.
He's going to stay there for who knows what. You want to take a pee on the statue.
Whoa.
Wow.
How did we get here?
Do you pee on the statue?
Just a little. Just like a
You
little
walk
squirt.
over and you drizzle upon Leviticus's bust.
I want to push
He
him
just goes,
forward so he falls in it.
what barbaric natures are you? I send curses upon you. Curses, I say. Curses.
Blow it out your ass. Oh, wait, you don't have one.
I do not piss on the statue, by the way.
So,
Let's can we move out
Yeah, let's get
to
outta here.
the center hallway
absolutely can do
and
that.
check
Goodbye,
on the,
Leviticus.
let's check those lights. What do the lights look like outside?
There are now 2 green and 1 red.
Yeah, okay.
You hear a voice in your head. Well, I think you're doing a great job. Great job indeed. You just have to get that last lever, right? And you can open it. And then I'll be free, and it'll be great. And I can
Wait.
get out and get back to my lab.
You need to tell us more about those brain things before we open it.
They eat your brains, don't you know?
But where'd you find it?
It was in the middle of the swamp. Didn't you just encounter one or something?
My question to you is, why do you think this will be a great scientific discovery?
Have you ever seen a creature like that before?
Yeah, but, put into the wrong hands, it could be used as a mass weapon of destruction.
That's why I was keeping it in the vase. What did you do? Let it out?
Wait, how long does it have an effect on somebody?
Until it leaves. Or until the creature dies. I hope your werewolves are okay. You hear them scuffling around, smashing about in that room constantly. Then you hear a "Arr!"
Which room are
and
they
one
in?
goes silent. In that room.
Can these things multiply?
I don't know. I haven't studied them that well. Just for a little bit.
I think we should just go kill it.
I said we leave the dude here. What does he get?
You're not going to get paid if you leave me
Yeah,
here. I
was
hear
gonna-
you.
I was gonna say yeah.
Rude.
Wait, did they say we have to bring him back alive?
Yeah, I think he has to be alive. Damn. We could just knock him out though.
That's true.
Sorry. We'll help you out. Don't worry, buddy. We got you. We should probably be making our way towards the werewolf room.
Do we want to fight it?
I don't know what it is, Draven. It could be a freaking giant fucking manus manifestation.
Let's go check out the room that they're
All right.
not in.
All right. Wait.
Okay.
Should we?
As you enter out into the hallway over where the trap door is, because you're investigating the lights, one very horribly mangled werewolf comes out, and he looks at you, his eyes closed, his arms covered in the blood of the other werewolf, the other werewolf, his fur ripped and just as mangy as he was when he entered, really, actually mangier. And he looks at you, he just opens his eyes to reveal lifeless purple eyes.
Oh, shit.
All hail Quigglemoth! And he charges at you, attacking Akira. You block one of his claws, and the second one gets through
Oh, fuck.
for a whopping 8 points of damage.
Ah!
Now you guys can do your actions now.
I'm going to try to shoot it with the crossbow.
Okay, take a shot.
22.
Oh yeah, can you move the werewolf up next to him, please? Cool. You hit. You get to do sneak attack damage because he's right next to your buddy as well. So you find a spot where the werewolf is distracted, and you find a nice opening in a critical artery, So you get to roll an extra 2d6 on the damage roll for this attack.
50.
So you get back right behind your fighter friend Akira, and you let loose one bolt into the skull of this creature. It freezes still in a rigor mortis like way and just drops to the floor. And the little brain creature phases out of the body and plots its little padded hooves, like feet, onto the floor.
All right, I got an idea. We should probably try to put it back in the jar.
You can attempt to put it in the jar if you'd like to.
He needs it. He needs it for study. I mean, how?
But no, we're going to stomp this thing out.
Please don't stomp it out.
See?
Please don't.
Nah, this dude's going to use it to mind control us.
Would you? We're saving you. You better not.
I won't use it on you. Of course not. Why would I do that? It's a horrible thing. But I'd like to at least know more about it.
I can't be mad at someone who's just curious.
I don't agree.
So what do you guys do to it?
I'd like to do a speech check on the creature.
Okay. You want to talk to it? Reason with the brain?
Yes.
The walking brain thing?
I'd just like to talk to it. Natural 19.
Okay. What do you say to the brain?
I just get down on my knees and I look at it.
Jesus.
And I close my eyes and just my brain does the talking to it.
And what does your brain say to it?
Little one, we are sorry for causing you pain. Please join us in our bottle so we may be friends again.
You get down and emit from your mind the most heartfelt and well thought out response to convincing this brain what's going to happen. You let him try to do this.
Okay.
And it fires a beam at you.
No. Wait, can I do anything? Can I attack it?
I need you to make an intelligence save, please. You can attack it, afterwards, but that's its response, though.
9.
9? You drop to 0 and fall comatose on the ground.
God damn it! What did I tell you? I'm gonna try to shoot it.
Okay.
God damn it.
15.
15? 50?
15.
15? You'll have your sneak attack on this one, too, since it's distracted. Okay. That'll hit, too. Yep.
15.
So, you stick a crossbow bolt in the creature, and it deflates the brain right there. And it just falls over dead before getting into Akira's skull. You're still comatose, however, and you have no mind at the moment. And then you hear, "No! Please, I wish I could have studied that! Oh, you have 2 of those potions, remember?
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna give him the potion.
The last potion,
yes.
The blue one? Alright, you give him the last potion, and it restores your intelligence once more. You wake up again.
Alright, fuck talking to these things. Alright.
A dead werewolf, a deflated-looking brain, and only one more lever to find.
Wait, wasn't there 2 dead werewolves?
Oh, not in that room where you are.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
What kind of room are we in?
You're in the foyer currently.
Okay, can we move to this room right here?
You absolutely can. You enter a pristine dining room, set ready for a family of 7. All of the silverware is still there. All of
Hmm.
the plates still there, covered in dust. And to be quite honest, something seems just a little bit off about this room.
Oh God. Can I investigate the table?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got 13.
You look at the table. You see just a nice, like, place setting there. Some, like, decaying flowers that are now moldy and old. Some webbing and whatnot. And these plates that just look like they're made of silver and tinged with, like, a slight amount of gold. These are clearly wealthy people.
I'd like to do a perception check
Uh-huh.
while checking the table. Is there like a turkey thing in the middle of the dining
A
table?
turkey thing?
Like,
What?
you know, when there's the giant roast in the middle.
Oh, you mean like the platter in
Yeah.
the middle? There's an empty platter, yes. On a lazy Susan.
It's an empty platter?
Yep.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Sorry, you're just going to eat old turkey?
No. I was pretty sure that most lovers are in the big platter.
So, in this, as you investigate and kind of like run your finger on everything, you hear,
Is there any bust in this room?
No, but from the a ghostly figure that comes out of
Oh,
the
what the
chandelier
fuck?
hanging just above the table. What are you doing here?
Trying to find the last lever. Is there a lever in this room?
You want a lever? Can you recite to me the names of my family members? If you leave the room, you fail.
Leviticus.
Yes.
There was Fluffy.
My favorite dog. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, Fluffy, he was the family dog, correct?
Yeah.
You would often play with your daughters. Their names...
I'm not going to do it. Don't look at me like I'm going to give you the answer.
Oh man, I don't remember any of those names.
Latvia was one of them.
How did you remember? If you're looking for the lever, it's under the table. I'll reveal it for you. She goes down underneath the floor, and then a section of the wood just creaks back, revealing the last lever of the house.
Cool. We'll pull that lever.
Oh, wait.
Chun, 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 chun.
I just thought of this right now.
What?
What if the scientist is one of those brain things?
But
You hear in your mind, thank you so much for getting me out of here. I'm coming up.
oh shit. Okay.
All right,
Well,
let's
we go and
let's
meet
go to
him.
the foyer.
You meet into the center foyer, yes? He walks up. The scientist walks out. He's got one monocle. His hair is all frizzy and frayed out and gray. He's wearing his little lab coat and whatnot. It looks very non-medieval and very strange for this era. Some rubber boots, some rubber gloves. Very,
Rubber?
very, yes.
Whoa.
He comes out and he just looks at you. Oh, thank you so much. You know, I was really worried about everything. I got these strange telekinetic powers to start speaking to people in their minds after those things that captured me fed me this strange liquid. I'm feeling a little bit sick, but I think we'll...
No, what's going on?
He vomits black fluid all over the floor in front of you.
Fuck.
As tentacles spread out from his mouth, it splits his face wide open,
Oh, no.
emitting like blood and ooze and whatnot. As his skull splits open to reveal an almost like octopus-like head with tentacles down the center of it.
Oh god.
And he looks at you both as like his flesh begins to morph into strange purple three-fingered hands.
Holy shit.
And he grows slightly taller than you, and his body etches into a strange shape, humanoid but alien to you. And you hear a voice in all your minds, "All hail Quigglemoth!"
Oh fuck.
All right, so yeah, so you guys can go first on this one.
I like to take out a torch and light it,
All right, you light a torch.
and I like to throw it at him.
That's cool. Make an attack roll or a dexterity roll. We'll see if you guys survive this or not.
22.
Oh, that actually will hit him. Wow. Oh my god, you're so cool.
Can I light a bolt on fire before I shoot it?
That would require an action to do so. So you can either shoot one or you can light a bolt and then wait till your next turn.
I'm gonna shoot first.
Okay, cool. You shoot at him. Did you hit with your attack? You hit with your attack for sure.
17.
17. That will hit him, and your other one will hit him. So give me a d6 worth of fire damage, and you give me your stuff. Since you guys are not in melee, you do not get your sneak attack, but you get your normal damage.
1d6 plus 4.
2. Wait, do I add anything?
No.
Okay.
9.
9 and 4. So 13 points of damage. So you pester him with one. He throws off the torch off to the side. You attempt to shoot him with a bolt. He takes a bolt on the shoulder. And he just says, "Kneel," as his strange tentacle tentacle mouth opens up to reveal a horrid beak. And I need intelligence saving throws from both of you.
Not one.
Oh, natural 20. That's awesome. Complete opposites. That's never gonna happen again. We're gonna know each other for the rest of our lives. It'll never happen again.
Yeah, straight up.
So 16 points of psychic damage to you, and you are stunned.
Oh.
And then you save just fine from it.
Yes.
Yes, that's what he does to you. That's his opening move that he does to you. Yep. So what do you guys want to do now? Oh, you're stunned, by the way. So this means for you that you can't move, you can't speak. You automatically fail dexterity and strength checks, and attack rolls against you have advantage. You're incapacitated also, so you're knocked the fuck out. And as on your turn, you can try to make a save out of it. An intelligence save to break out of the stun.
I love it.
Quick question.
What?
What is fairy fire spell?
Oh, interesting. You're interesting with that. You want to know what that spell does? If you cast it on a creature, they have to make a dex save, I believe. And if they fail that, you have advantage on the next attack against them.
I wanna do that spell.
You're gonna cast fairy fire on him?
Cast that spell on that crazy creature.
On the crazy creature. All right. So you cast it on him. He will make his save. He will succeed on that save, and he dodges your fairy fire. He gets out of the way as glitter explodes right behind him.
Do I still have an attack?
Nope. You can move.
I want to move away from him.
Okay.
30 feet.
Yep, that's fine. Are you going to try to save out of that?
Hold on. I'd like to use the second wind. How long is a short rest?
You are stunned currently, so you can use your... short rest is something you do for an hour. It takes 1 hour to do it.
How many turns is this?
This is just a short rest. Only you can do it. A short rest is you don't have an option of a short rest right now because you're in the middle of combat. So since you're stunned at the moment, you can't do those abilities, but you can try to save out of being stunned on your turn, and that's your turn.
Okay.
All right, so you can make a save for me to try to not be stunned because it lasts for a minute, which is like 10 rounds.
Oh, lordy.
Yep. But maybe you'll roll really well, you know?
Hey!
So you break out of stun, but that is all you get to do on your turn, my friend.
Kill this motherfucker.
Ah.
Oh, no.
He squares up with you, Akira. The creature looks at you, Akira, and says, "Now, bow to me, you primitive being."
Oh.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me as he casts Dominate Person on you.
Oh. Dominate Person.
16.
Ooh. What's his, let me see what his save DC. God, fuck you. All right. So, you are okay, actually.
Haha.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Do I have an
now
action?
it's your turn, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Fuck yes.
What? No!
You
hear that in your head.
I would like to take my pike out and stab.
Stab her in the face.
Okay. Make an attack roll against him. The d20's over there.
12.
You miss. He uses his sonic powers to move it out of the way.
Oh my god.
Can I use a bonus action?
To do what? Oh, to do second wind?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like to
You
do
can totally
that,
do
yeah.
that.
Plus 11.
You get 11 hit points back then.
All right. I'm end my turn.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna shoot it with the crossbow.
Where are you? Oh, over there. Gotcha. Cool.
Dude, use your daggers.
I'm not anywhere near it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That hits. You can also roll sneak attack because your buddy is in, because Akira is in range of him. That's a lot of damage.
14.
There you go. All right. So another 14. Damn, that's like almost about, that's like 26 damage on him right now. He's still up though.
Oh, Jesus.
His tough like body like takes the blows from your crossbow as Akira distracts him from you. And now it's his turn. So instead what he's going to do is he's going to wave his strange tentacles and attempt to grab at you, Akira. He just like wiggles them at you, attempting to constrict you in them. What's your AC?
18.
Sad day. He misses. You're able to fend off his horrible things. His tentacles.
Stab it in the face.
Says, no, you have eluded me for too long. Now it's your turn, Akira.
All right. Come here, Squidward.
All
I take the pike and I go for it.
right, attack him. You.
16.
16. You hit him. You break through his psionic abilities and stab at him.
8.
8 points of damage. Damn. All right, cool. You hit him for 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Curse you. And now it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot it
Draven.
again with the crossbow.
All right, Draven, make another shot. Oh, shit. That's a hit for sure.
Yeah, definitely hit.
All right, you land another crossbow bolt into his other shoulder this time.
Do I roll for damage?
Yes, you do. You also get your sneak attack too.
Yes.
Oh.
15. 14.
15, you say?
Wait. 15. Yeah.
15? Oh my god. That's wonderful. So, after that, he takes another 15 points of damage. He's not going down that easy,
Oh my
though.
God.
He drops to a knee really quick as if
Oh, no.
you may have weakened him, but he gets up, and you can see the psionic energies developing around his bulbous head. And on his turn, he lets loose a cone of psionic energy over all of you, similar to what he did at the very beginning of this fight. That hits both of you, so make intelligence saving throws.
Oh my god.
This is how you guys die. It recharged.
Do we get rerolls?
No.
19.
19? That's not bad, actually. What was your roll?
10.
You fail. So, you are stunned. You take a shitload of damage from it as this psionic energy overcomes your mind. 11 plus 3, 14 plus another 4, so 18 points of damage.
I'm at -4.
Cool. That's
Oh.
great. So you see Akira get taken over by this like psionic energy, and he drops to his knees and falls over, foaming at the mouth. Now you are alone.
Oh god. What?
Oh, and he gets down, like rubbing his like long 3 fingers over your skull.
No!
What do you do on your turn?
I'm gonna fucking shoot it again
All right,
with
go
the
for it.
crossbow. Fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, 17 plus 6. So
17
it's
plus 6?
Definitely a hit.
Okay, you hit him as he's
What do I
touching him.
roll this time?
Just a d6.
Just a D6.
Yep, he can't actually assist you anymore because he's down.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
10.
Ooh, damn. He takes a hit from your crossbow and looks up at you.
Oh god.
And he just goes, "That hurt. But now you'll watch what I do
Oh god.
to your friend." So on his turn, yeah. So he gets down and he wraps his tentacles around Akira's head.
Oh my god.
And then all you see is like some amount of life in this sweaty beaten body of your friend, whose mind has clearly been racked with horrid visuals this entire time. And then you watch his blood flows from his mouth as the beak within this creature's mouth sinks into his skull, sucking the brain out of it.
Oh, no.
Akira dies before you.
Akira!
Yeah. Blood leaks down the front of this creature as he stares at you. You're next.
Oh, God.
Delicious. For Quigglemoth. We will know all of your secrets. What do you do?
I'm fucking shoot it.
You shoot it
I
again.
can shoot it in the face.
Go for it. You try to take another shot.
13.
13. He phases it away with his mind again. The bolt hits and clanks against the stone. He stands next to you, rearing his tentacles to grab hold of you. He makes an attack with his mouth. What's your AC?
16.
16. You dodge out of the way of his tentacles just in time.
Whew.
They continue waving about you dangerously. What will you do?
I'm going to pull out my short sword and dagger.
Okay. Going for it.
And I want to attack him with both.
All right, go for it. Yeah, you can make one attack and then the other for sure.
Yeah.
So one's with the short sword, one's with the dagger.
So I'll do the short sword.
Okay.
So I got 15.
15. You make it through his defenses.
Okay.
What's the other? So send the other attack and you can roll them both together.
Okay.
You missed with the dagger though, for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's plus 6.
That's not. What is that? What does that make it? 11 or 12?
11.
Nope. The other one you just barely made it. So you got him with a short sword, so you can roll damage for that.
6.
All right, so you hit him for another 6 points of damage. He's still up.
Oh,
He's bloodied and at the end of his ropes in a way, and he looks at you and you hear in your mind, "Run back to Gloomhaven, Draven.
Oh, God.
Run back to Gloomhaven, lest I eat your brains." And then he's going to try to tentacle your ass. 22 versus your AC.
Oh.
Going to hit you. So I need you to make an intelligence saving throw as the tentacles wrap around your face as he's trying to pull you into his beak.
All right.
And you try to, and it seems like there's horrible visuals assaulting your mind.
This might be the last move.
Yeah. Ah! Intelligence save. I don't think you have enough to do. There's no way. All right,
Well,
so
that's
you
a
go
10.
stunned.
That's a 10.
You go stunned, and the last thing you see before he rips the brain out of your skull is is his open mouth.
Oh.
And then there is only silence in the Stonehaven Manor.
Oh,
As
no.
who knows what this creature will do next? Will it descend on the people of this town? Now it knows all the secrets. It knows everything that you know. And it will find them. It will find them. And that's it.
We both failed. Tell me, how much life did he have left?
15.
God
Oh
damn it!
my
No,
God.
I almost killed him.
Dude, you're putting to work.
If I'd gotten another bolt off to his face, I should have just shot him with the fucking crossbow. Why didn't I just shoot him?
Yeah, why didn't you just
Why
shoot him?
didn't you just shoot him, John?
I don't know.
That was fun.
Anyway, so that was a super fun session. I hope you guys actually
yeah.
had a good time with that session.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, I didn't think we'd get that close
Yeah,
to
for
killing
real.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he's not gonna like resurrect himself or anything, right? Oh, you're not gonna tell us?
You're dead.
What creature was it?
This is the Mind Flayer.
Oh, it was the
Ooh.
mind flayer.
Yeah, that was the Mind Flayer.
Jesus.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
him.
Even if I had killed it, it wouldn't have done shit.
What
Like,
is
you-
Kali Moth?
What, Quigglemoth?
Quigglemoth, sorry.
did you just make that up?
Don't know. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I do. I've been using it a lot lately, but yeah. Well, if you don't know, not beholders, but mind flayers operate on like a hive mind.
Yeah.
So Quigglemoth is whoever his master is because they all are Quigglemoth.
Oh, jeez. There's an even bigger guy.
My guess is if we had killed him, something would have just popped in the window and killed us.
I actually, if you guys had killed him, I probably would have let you live because that was the last encounter was that.
Oh my god.
Aw.
Yeah.
They're so close.
Yep.
Yeah. And
You
then we
guys
would have
did
gotten
good.
our gold and would have been on the town.
It would have been nice. It would have been a
council.
good thing, but not all horror movies end in the right way. Not
Yeah.
all horror ends
Correct.
the way you want it to.
Damn it, Murray, you're useless. How much damage did I do to that thing?
Shit, like at least half of its life, man.
Yeah.
More than half of it, at least 40, I think.
Okay,
up
see,
to
if
40,
we could have
40,
got the
50
brain
damage.
thing in the jar,
We could
We could've
Wait,
used it
could we
again.
even? No, we couldn't use against it.
I can't tell you that information.
God damn it.
oh man.
Right, yeah. Well, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I hope that
Yeah.
everyone enjoyed that quick session. It's only like an hour and a half that we
Yeah.
went through it, so
Yeah.
it's pretty quick. This is like really quick in like Dungeons and Dragons
Mm-hmm.
Pathfinder world.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this would have been like one session.
Like usually, this would have been like this is just a one shot. It's
Yeah.
just a one shot. Sometimes campaigns go for like 3-4 hour sessions.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's
where
like
you're doing
really,
a lot of
really
stuff.
long.
But this was a nice quick one. I'm glad you guys got into it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I think that's a good place to end the evening.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
definitely. And so before I let everybody go, I just want to remind everyone we're super easy to find on all of the social media sites as well as the streaming sites. Just search Bringing Down the Grindhouse and you can find us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, as well as Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, and SoundCloud. We do also have our social media sites on Instagram and Facebook, and they are under the BDTGH_podcast. You'll be able to find us on Instagram. So go follow, like all of our new stuff, and give some suggestions.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Mur.
And I'm Jonathan. Thank you. I hope you guys have a good night.